from this particular live. I'm going to take some time before I actually go live on my main studio area. But if you are tuning in right now, and you're watching this at a later time, right now is, I would say it's around 7:30 Central is when I'm live on March the 3rd. So if you're watching this like at 9 p.m. or if you're watching this on March the 4th, anything like that, it's a good chance you're watching this at a later time. So while this is going up live right now and you guys are seeing this, I'm going to wait for you guys to gather in here. But at this time, I'm going to be doing a little bit of technical stuff right here to just make sure that everything is up and running. Serendipity, I see you in here. How are you doing? Appreciate you being in here, Serendipity. I'm just going to make sure that everything is copacetic on my side and running like it should be, all that jazz. And then I'll get back with you guys here in a second. So appreciate you guys all being in here. I see that we have Serendipity in the house, Ravenclaw, Sandra Bork, Diane, Melissa. So you guys are all in the house. Really do appreciate you guys all being here. I'm getting ready to let my other people know that I am live as well. So I appreciate you guys all being here. I see you guys all in here. I see that we got just some other guy in the house from Maine. Y'all got a crazy governor there. Y'all have a crazy governor. No. Then we have Stephen on. We got Matt J, Ramathor, Mike Mays, Christy, Gloria Flowers, Janet Kalish, Faith, Darla Tidwell, Debbie Harkness. I'm sick of Zelensky and Democrats. Gonzalo in the house. Susie in the house. Frank Poglish. Now it's starting to fly now. YouTube alerting people now. You guys are all getting in. I appreciate y'all all being here right now. Swamp in the house. Serendipity again. We got Evie Porter in the house. Tilly V. Janet again, the Ravens, Melissa, Frank again, Jackie, Dennis Anderson, Timothy Cummings. Appreciate you guys all being here. I really do. I'm getting ready to let my other folks know that I'm going live from my studio, so they're going to be able to see me from my studio version, whatever like that. So I'm getting ready to do that right now. So I just want to make sure that you guys got all alerted before I actually went in and did this. So I do appreciate you guys all being here. English, Polish, Poglish. Gotcha. Poglish. Steve Killaby is in the house as well. All right, so I just let my people here know on my main studio area. You guys know, like when I do my regular videos and you're able to see me with my lovely background and all that, the people that are getting alerted right now are going to see me from that version. So I just want to let you guys know. Actually, if you go over to that version, you'll be able to see me post comments and things like that of the sort. You'll be able to see the banner and all that. But right now, most likely, the talking that I'm going to be doing right now, you guys are going to be able to see it specifically from this angle, okay? So I just wanted to let you know that you're going to be seeing it specifically from this angle right here. Woo! Better right there. Was it better where I had it a minute ago? Maybe I should keep it right there where I had it just a second ago. Maybe that's a little better right there. I don't know. Got my good side going on right here. I got my good side. Yeah. Good side. Yeah. No. But I do appreciate you guys all being here. Let me see what's going on. I knew it. And so from my main part, where I always talk to you guys about, apparently they're showing 5 people. See, there's 201 people in the YouTube open streaming area. But like from my main computer, you know, this computer you guys see right here, the one that I built, a high powerful computer, YouTube is not alerting people from the main studio area, okay? Mama said it came from Man, Husband, Father. Really? It's streaming from Man, Husband, Father? That's strange. That's really strange. Debbie Harkness, appreciate you. So you get all your stuff from Temu. You got jokes. That's too funny, though. I like that. You trying to sack him? Too funny right there, man. He got jokes. Let's see. I have no idea why it's showing over there, but it shouldn't be. I don't know what that is, what that's all about. All right. So again, I appreciate you guys all being in here right now, even the ones that's tuning in right there. It's only showing 25 people there, 300 some people here. So ladies and gentlemen, if you guys see what this topic is something that actually just came within like an hour or so ago. So it actually is something that's breaking news. So Ravens Wings said, I jumped over so I can watch you on TV. I appreciate you very much. And like I said, I still see some people in here from the vertical streaming too. Sam Bow, say you rock, man. David Overcast, YouTube from North Carolina. I hope you guys have been praying for you guys almost every day, every single day. Mama M Cubed, let me know about that. I appreciate it. So guys, gotta talk about this because President Trump cuts off military aid to Ukraine. Cut it off from Ukraine. And I know it's going to send a lot of people in a crazy storm. People are already messed up and mad because they felt that when Donald Trump, I mean, y'all should see the new stuff that they're coming out with. They're coming out saying all this stuff like, oh, Donald Trump and JD Vance ambushed. They ambushed Zelensky. All this bull crap. Ladies and gentlemen, we found out today that 100% absolutely the Democrats met with Zelensky before he went to that meeting with JD Vance and Trump. And not only did they meet with him, one of them actually even bragged about how he met with Zelensky and told Zelensky, in other words, he told Zelensky not to take the deal. Pretty much is what he told him. Okay? Pretty much what he told him is not to take the deal. So now, he goes over to the UK. The UK signs this deal with them for like, I'm not kidding y'all, this is not exaggeration. Signs this deal with him for like 100 years or something like that. 100 years that the UK has with them, and UK is getting in on the minerals as well. Let's keep it straight, folks. Let's not sit here and kid ourselves and act like there's not supposed to be deals made that's going to benefit both sides, right? Now, here's the crazy thing, and I'm going to read this off to you. I might be able to share the screen with those of you that are watching from the studio area. I should be able to. Let's see what it looks like on you guys' side right now. Yep. Says it right here. And I might be able to flip you guys around to where y'all can see it too. Let me see if I can do a little bit of let's see if I can do a little bit of work here. Okay. I might possibly be able to do a little something to share this screen with you guys. Let's see if that works out. I don't know how good that's going to look on that side. Maybe a little bit of a delay there with my mouth and everything like that. But I'm just trying to get you guys to see it from my end, okay? So sorry if it doesn't look as good on here, but you guys get to see exactly what I see. And what it says right here, ladies and gentlemen, up there, it says, President Trump once again, look what they said. Look how they worded it. President Trump once again attacked Ukrainian President Zelensky on Monday after the Ukrainian leader suggested the end of the war in Russia remains very, very far away. Now, let me just tell y'all, based off of that language that you guys are even hearing right there, to me, that doesn't sound like what just happened. That doesn't sound like to me, that doesn't sound like that's going to be a, what the heck is happening right now? Give me a second, y'all, to get this back. To me, that doesn't sound like there's going to be an end to the war. I don't know about any of you that are watching this right now, but when I see things like that, what in the world? I think the devil is messing with us. We're going to get it straight. Here we go. When you hear words like this, where President Zelensky just got done saying that he don't think that he said that the end of its war with Russia remains very, very far away. Does that sound like that they're trying to come to a compromise and having peace to you? Does it sound like does that sound like a compromise, like they're trying to bring some sort of peace? Because in my eyes, it doesn't. Now, it says Trump made the statement on social media reacting to news reports of Zelensky's comment. The White House has said it wants a public apology from Zelensky for a contentious meeting with Trump and Vice President JD Vance on Friday. Trump said this is the worst statement that could have been made by Zelensky, and America will not put up with it for much longer. It is what I'm saying. This guy doesn't want there to be peace. as long as he has America's backing, Trump said. That's what he said. This says Europe in the meeting they had with Zelensky stated flatly that they cannot do the job without the U.S. Probably not a great statement to have made in terms of a show of strength against Russia. What are they thinking? He added. So there it is right there. You guys can see right here. And I know you guys that are watching this on the virtual, you guys are not you guys can't see it as clear as everybody else that's on the main studio part right here. But there's a statement that Trump made right there officially on Truth Social right there. And so this says Trump's statement came after Zelensky met with UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer and French President Emmanuel Macron, among other European leaders. Ukraine's leader had been scheduled to visit the White House last week to sign a rare earth mineral agreement with Trump administration, but was kicked out before signing the deal. While Zelensky says he's still waiting to sign the deal, Trump's White House says they're now are going to expect an apology. Now, this what gets me though is a lot of you guys were really upset with this, and y'all like, why should Zelensky go trying to kiss Trump's butt? No, you're not understanding. Trump is saying, and if y'all can get off of y'all Trump deranged syndrome and get out of your own head, Trump is saying, he's saying, you owe the American people an apology. Why? Our tax dollars went to Ukraine. Do you not understand that? This one I don't get. We can all be pissed off about what Doge is finding out about them putting our money towards some dumb stuff like making rabbit meatball condoms for people in the African country. Yes, I'm making that up, but I'm just telling you the ridiculous of the statement that I just made is kind of literally what they spent a lot of our American tax-paying dollars on, right? So what I'm saying that for is this. Trump is saying to come into the Oval Office with this goddamn on entitlement like type attitude, you should be Trump said, I want you to apologize, not just to me for disrespecting the Oval Office, but do y'all understand that the Oval Office represents us? You disrespected the American people. You disrespected the American people. You came in here like Zelensky came in here like he gave us money. You know what I'm saying? He came in here like he gave us money, and he didn't. No. Guys, look at the entire clip of that. It started off as a really, really good meeting. It started off as being cordial, casual. They were cracking jokes and all that. But then all of a sudden, the media is not going to show you guys this. He completely flipped the script on President Trump. Zelensky flipped the script on President Trump. Trump was talking about ending the war. Zelensky would jump in there. Well, we're not going to end it if we don't have no. Listen here. Trump, oh my God, some of y'all don't understand this. Some of you guys tried to say this. You guys said this to me, Ty, but how is there a guarantee that the Russia president, Vladimir Putin, won't attack during this agreement? Guys, if y'all were able to listen, let me tell you something y'all should do. Go back to go back to that meeting. Go back to that meeting, right? Watch the entire meeting, okay? You're going to see President Trump allowed Zelensky to talk. That's why y'all didn't understand what Trump said. I've allowed you to talk. You've talked a lot. Y'all, no, Trump, they're not even letting him talk. Look at them. They kept cutting him off. Go back and watch the meeting. Zelensky talked for a very long time before you guys got to see when things got heated. That's what's wrong with a lot of y'all. You don't know how to go back and watch something from the beginning to the end. You only want to see and understand and see what they shown you. That's all you want to go based off of. You don't want to go back and watch the whole entire clip, right? So check this out. Zelensky pretty much told Trump that he wants a guarantee that there's not going to be an attack if they do this. Trump told him, if y'all go back and listen, Trump was telling him there will not be an attack. Number one, Trump said, was there an attack whenever I was in office in 2016? And then Zelensky goes, yeah, but then, after 2016, when you're not in office, look what he did. He broke it 25 times. Trump was like, that's because I wasn't the president. He flat out said it. For Trump to say something like that out loud publicly, you do know that Vladimir Putin is going to hear when Trump said, Putin is not going to do it because Putin respects me. You know, Trump said it out loud for the whole world to see. You do know that Vladimir Putin saw that clip, right? So did Vladimir Putin make a video saying, I don't respect Trump? Do you see Vladimir Putin making a video saying, I'm going to do what I want to, regardless of what Trump said? Do you see that video? No. So let me tell y'all why This makes a lot of sense when Trump said Vladimir Putin is not going to break that agreement. Let me tell you why. Because had Zelensky agreed at that moment to go ahead and sign off on America having our portion of those critical minerals, who do you think was going to be over in Ukraine on the ground, on their soil, making sure things are running smoothly? I don't know. Americans. I don't know. American military. Are you out of your mind? We will be over there to protect our asset. So that's why, if you understood anything, that's why Trump was saying it's not going to happen. Well, I need to make sure that you're going to be protecting. What do you think what do you think we would be doing over there while we were mining those minerals? We're not just going to be sending just a crew of workers and drillers and folks like that to go over there without having no protections. Are you crazy? So that right there lets you know Trump is pretty much telling you it's not going to happen, because if we have our American brothers and sisters on that soil to protect the people who are over there mining those minerals, Putin knows better than to attack. He knows better. But oh no, he got to know that money. You don't understand. You know, what about when America, you get ready to feel the attack on your beaches, and that's when things got out of hand. Zelensky wasn't there trying to come to a compromise. If he was all about peace, like a lot of y'all don't even understand, if Zelensky was all about trying to bring peace and anything there, why is it that when he went to another country, he wasn't talking peace with the UK? They're talking, I'm gonna sum it up for y'all. They're talking more war, and Zelensky wanted more money. So whatever scheme that we were doing with Ukraine when that last crazy administration was in place, whatever money was being laundered back to whoever was getting this money, UK is doing the same thing. Y'all, come on now. Let me just talk to y'all a little bit. Do you think when Zelensky made, let me do something real quick here. I'm gonna do something real quick. Do you really think that when Zelensky told us in an interview, he told the American people, he told the whole world in an interview, I don't know where $100 billion go. I know you give me 350 billion. I don't know where $100 billion go. I don't know where $100 billion go. And the UK, well, you know what? We'll fund you 100 year. Let's make a 100-year agreement. Yeah, let's make a 100-year agreement, and we don't want to do this with the silly bastard. We're going to make $100 million. Mike, are you serious? He don't even know where $100 billion go, and the UK going to give you some billions of dollars, like that. And then for the UK to do that, and the UK said they're going to put boots on the ground and planes in the air. That doesn't sound like these people are wanting war, ladies and gentlemen. Here you got this. This is what's crazy about this. Here you have Trump saying, I don't want, like Trump is saying, I don't want World War III, right? This is what Trump is saying. Trump is saying, I don't want World War III. But then you got Zelensky, them over here making deals with the UK, and the UK is saying we will put boots on the ground, and then airplanes in the air. But then for UK to turn around and say, we definitely going to need the America's backing. And I'm so glad, and y'all can say what you want to right now. It's completely fine. It's completely fine for y'all to disagree with this. I'm glad that Trump did what he did. I'm glad. Some of y'all going to hate this statement right here. When y'all try to tell me, that Ukraine is our they're our ally, our ally to what? Ukraine is our ally to what? You get what I'm saying? If I'm the biggest, baddest military on earth, if I'm the most powerful nation on earth, what type of ally is Ukraine to the United States? You got things twisted. You don't understand what country you in. You do not understand what country you're not how are you an ally to me? Wait, I'm giving you I'm giving you my artillery. That's the best, some of the best artillery in the world right now. I'm giving you things that actually is keeping Russia at bay. You're using my stuff. And not only that, the last administration took money from the American people and gave you billions. And I don't know who you crazy Americans are around here talking about Ukraine. There are allies. What? There are allies to what? Some of you in here right now, and I like this about what a lot of folks like to do in here. When you're in here right now and you talk about, I don't know what I'm talking about, don't just make a statement. I say this in all my live videos. Don't just make a statement. Why don't you break it down? If I don't know what I'm talking about, break it down. Whatever you say, I've done my stuff, and I know this right now. What Ukraine is a gold mine for critical minerals. That's what Ukraine is. Ukraine is a gold mine for critical minerals. That's what it is. And a lot of people want their hands in it. If I don't know what I'm talking about, why did the UK make an agreement with them? And the UK is going to be doing their stuff when it comes to the minerals. Why is it Vladimir Putin? Same exact thing. Those minerals there. Why is it that in order for them to kind of pay us back and actually show that we are going to provide them with any type of protections, why is it that what we want back in return are the critical minerals? Huh? And then at the same time, why are y'all in here acting like Zelensky is not a complete dictator? Now, I don't care too much for neither one of them. When I say neither one of them, I'm talking about Vladimir Putin and Volodymyr Zelensky. I don't care. I really don't care too much about any of you. You want to know who I care about the most? You in the United States right now. That's who I care about the most. I care about my American brothers and sisters. I care about what happened in Maui, Hawaii. I care about what happened in East Palestine, Ohio. I care about Hurricane Helene in North Carolina. I care about the fire that happened in California. I care about the present fire that's wreaking havoc right now, and I think in South Carolina. That's what I'm caring about. You want to have this whole thing? Let me ask y'all something. For the ones who say, I don't know what I'm talking about, right? I don't know what I'm talking about. Zelensky, them don't believe me. They got videos on there right now. They're literally pulling up on people and snatching them off the streets, kidnapping young men to put them on the front line. This is what Ukraine is doing. Since some of y'all want to act like, do you even understand what you're even saying right now? Trump is literally calling for peace, and y'all have a problem with it. No, we should fight. We should fight. No, we shouldn't do nothing. What do you mean we? When you say we, who? United States? For what? Because Putin is it's so amazing to me though. Everything y'all calling Putin, Zelensky is literally doing some of the same stuff Putin did. But y'all got no beef for him. Y'all have no smoke for Zelensky. And he's literally kidnapping young men. But y'all don't have the problem with that, right? He literally put in martial law because the people of Ukraine don't even want Zelensky. What are y'all talking about? They want to have elections. Zelensky won't allow it to happen. That is the very thing y'all keep on wanting to claim that Trump is. Zelensky literally is doing that. Martial law. These people can't vote him out because they're in a war right now. What would you think would happen should peace? What would you think would happen if the Ukraine war would end and they had elections? Zelensky butt would be out. So why do you think you want to keep this war going? As long as there is a war going, and he can continue to have this martial law with no elections, he will remain in power. So, of course, he's going to want to try to get what he can out of the United States, out of any European country, anybody that's a part of NATO. He wants to try to get what he can out of it himself, whether he's going to be making his deals that he's making is laundering money back and forth to the people making these deals with him. Yeah. Yeah, you're just, I don't care what you say. Well, how about this? How about like what Trump just did? We know what, we stopping military aid. We're stopping military aid to y'all. We're not supplying y'all with nothing else. That is what y'all gonna, no matter what, y'all gonna put this all on Trump. I can't believe that Trump just sat back and just let those innocent people die. I can't believe Trump just sat back. What about them other nations? Why are we providing like 80% of all the stuff to Ukraine and these other so-called nations aren't doing anything hardly, right? Why? Why? So again, any of you right now, I'm telling you, you can feel free to go over to my channel where this is on my my main screen, like the screen you guys are seeing right there. You see that? See how I'm able to highlight people comments right there? Y'all probably can't see it that good on the phone or whatever like that. But I like this. Here we got somebody saying in here, the Canadian said, this guy does nothing but lie, laughing my freaking butt off. Okay, we heard. There we go. Just come with the comments. Come with, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm stupid. I'm dumb. I'm ignorant. Come with everything you want to say. But if I am ignorant and I am dumb, I'm voicing my opinion and I'm telling you my reasons why. But what you're not doing is giving me no explanation as to why I am ignorant, why I am dumb, why you're laughing your butt off at me. Okay, what do you have to offer? Because I mean, you can come right on here. You can come on here, go over to my other live video, right? Go over to my other live video that doesn't say mobile. When you go over there, we can highlight your comments. I'll even bring you up. I will bring you up. I will bring you up. People will be able to see you. You can see me. You will be up on this screen for everybody to see and hear you make your point and hear your plea for Ukraine. Why do you think we need to be involved with this at all? Because if Ukraine ends up getting completely demolished, what effect is that going to have on the United States? Huh? Can anybody explain that to me? Someone said, Wimbrella said, Ty, why did we just expedite sending $4 billion in aid to Israel? Either both or neither, otherwise it's hypocrisy. Personally, I don't think we should do either. I hear you. Now, one thing I can tell you about that, Wimbrella, what you just told me, that's news to me. I don't know anything about the $4 billion to Israel. I haven't even looked into it, haven't even heard of it. You're the first I heard that from, so I can't really comment further on that, but I do have my thoughts about a lot of that stuff too, and I said it a long time ago. I said this a long time ago, but when it comes to stuff like that, because I said I understand what's going on in these other places, whatever like that, but I also said I am all about America first. JJF with the $5 super chat, which I appreciate that. God bless you for it. JJF says, all Zelensky wants is money. He doesn't care about his people. It's John Falco, by the way, one of the Falco twins. Hey, from off of, you were with me on Patreon, right? You were with me on Patreon. So again, folks, I appreciate y'all still being here. Hit the thumbs up button if you hadn't done it yet. If you're on your computer, double tap the screen, okay? If you double tap the screen, it will allow you to give the video a thumbs up. So I know y'all seeing double right now. Some of my folks that's actually on the vertical stream right now, but no, that's what I'm saying is that you're gonna have a lot of people that's gonna, which is complete. I don't care if people disagree with me. I really do not care. But just throwing a sentence out there or a phrase out there is not going to cut anything for me at all. You just throwing a phrase out there is not going to do anything. It's not going to do anything. You are here we go, y'all. Okay, there we go. Here we go. The name calling and all that stuff like that. We have children mindset people in here who the best defense that they have is calling names, and y'all are doing it. You see, let me tell you what I love about this. Understand this. I'm trying to help y'all out here. When you jump on here and you call me names, it lets me know I won. I mean, at least can you learn to converse logically? But when you just get on here and you throw names out there, I don't care. Matter of fact, I want my moderators to listen right quick. Moderators, if YouTube's AI don't like censor these people comments, because I know you guys not, let everything that they say come through. Okay, we're gonna see if YouTube's AI is gonna do its job better than what my moderators do. So what I'm saying is, for ladies and gentlemen, is any of you that are on here right now and you're coming with the comments of the Uncle Ruckus and Uncle Tom and all that stuff like that, I want everybody to see that. I mean, let us stay up here because I'm all about free speech. Y'all can call me what you want to. I enjoy it because it lets me know that we are doing something 100% right. And it lets me know that you anger some people because they don't have the mental capacity to actually have a logical a logical debate. They don't. It's just it's hard for them to do that. You guys are some of you guys are seeing a double screen right now, and it's only because I want to be able to highlight some of the comments of some of my folks that's some of my people that's in the this other portion. Okay. So let me do something real quick here. There we go. I think this might work. Okay. So anyway, folks, again, I offered people to come over to this other part of my channel to where I will bring you up on my computer screen and people will be able to see you and we can talk about this. But most people don't do it because it's easier just to stay behind and be a keyboard warrior. It's easy to stay behind and just throw out a bunch of names, throw out a bunch of name calling and things like that of the sort. But I want to know, why is it that we should support Ukraine? If we do not support Ukraine, and Ukraine, if the United States don't help or anybody else get involved in this, and Ukraine loses, which they will, what is it going to do to the United States? What is it going to do to the United States? Gary Wiley said, I'm thrilled to catch you live. I appreciate it. The Canadian says, America has its own problems, but I won't fix them by withholding less than 1% of your budget. You sent Israel money, then you spent on the homeless in America, but Ukraine is a problem. Good point. Good point. Strange that Trump has never told Putin to leave Ukraine, isn't it? See, okay, you said, okay, I get what you're saying. You said it's strange that Trump never told Putin to leave. You want to know why? This is what a lot of y'all don't know. Look, I'm telling you, you can learn a lot of things from the streets. And I get your point right there that you just made. And again, let me go ahead and make sure I'm not necessarily saying shout the person out or putting the person on the spot. But the person that just made that comment about Trump, let me see. Where'd you go? I'm trying to find you up here. I think it might have just, the comment may have just went somewhere. But anyway, someone said that, I guess I'm a paraphrase. You said, don't you find it strange that Trump is not telling Putin to back off? Why? Why would he? See, this is what some of y'all don't understand. I say this all the time. If I see some people going at it, why am I going to get in their business? Why? For one, this kind of is really none of our business, to be honest with you. Is not. But I get that y'all saying that we have we have an alliance with this and that. But guess what? Okay, I tell you what, if you come and ask me, hey man, this dude is whooping up on us, and I'm like, hey, that's between you and the old boy. Well, hey, can we buy some weapons from y'all? Oh yeah, you can get some weapons from us. I mean, you want to defend yourself? Go ahead. We'll supply you with some weapons if you want to buy it from us. That's a whole nother ball game. That's business right there. But as far as engaging in two people fighting, that's between them. So when you said, how come Trump is not telling Putin to back off? Wait, why aren't you saying that same engine when Trump right now is telling Ukraine, I want peace? And Zelensky is saying no. So what about, see what I'm saying? Putin literally said, if you want this war to end, he said, stop supplying. Ooh, I just thought about something. Putin told Tucker, he said, if you want this to end, America needs to stop supplying them with weapons. Let me see. You don't got to believe me. I can probably bring it up. But my thing is, it doesn't matter. Like right now, if Russia got into it with Australia, that's between Russia and Australia. That's on them. Whatever beef they got going on, that's between them. Now, if Australia go, hey, mate, a little shit on the ball here, we need a little weapon from the United States to help defend ourselves against Russia. If we make a deal with Ukraine, we make a deal with Australia, say, hey, we're going to supply y'all with this. If y'all try to defend yourselves, but other than that, keep us out of that. I'm just trying to figure this out, guys. I told y'all a lot of things. I'm not going to sit and play stupid like I know all things. I'm looking at this just from a logical standpoint. No, I'm not military. I got family that are military and things like that. My uncle served in the Marines. I get a lot of info and talk to them about certain things, but I'm saying from right now, no matter how you try to, juice it up, whatever like that, if, like he said, Zelensky said, Putin broke the agreement 25 times. Trump said he never did it when I was the president. So now you got to ask yourself, when Putin broke it 25 times, why did he? What made him do it? Why didn't he fear anything? Why didn't he respect anybody that he had these other agreements with? Does Ukraine, are we the only nation that Ukraine so-called has an agreement with to where we can supply them with money or supply them with this? Apparently not, because the UK jumped in on there. But during the last 4 years, I might be ignorant to this, but I have not heard of any other country supplying Ukraine with missile projectiles and things that can blow up tanks and I have not heard of other countries doing that besides the US. Unless we just not getting all the news. I'm hearing we've been giving them billions and billions of dollars. Are there other countries that are already doing it? See, again, though, this is what gets me. You guys will tell me that you don't like what Trump is doing right now. Y'all don't like what Trump is doing right now, but all those things I just told y'all what Zelensky is doing to his own country. It's amazing that y'all don't have nothing to say about that. That is amazing. Somebody said, oh no, Ty, that's too hard for people to go and look up and research things themselves. They just got to hear it from the news. Oh no, that seems to be factual. Matt said, I don't care what guaranteed them. This is America. We are the leader, not Ukraine. That's what people, hey, Matt, thank you. That's what people having a hard time understanding. That's what I'm trying to tell folks. Like, here we go again. Let's see. Zelensky is, okay, Ryan Miller says Zelensky is not denying peace. Trump is pro. No. You said Trump is pro-Russia. The U.S. has international responsibility. This is not a fight between two people in a neighborhood. So then, was that okay? So what happened at the Oval Office? Was that a dispute between the United States and Ukraine? Huh? What was that then? When you just told me this is not like a fight between two people in the neighborhood, so then why is it the news saying the United States had a quarrel with Ukraine at the Oval Office? They didn't say that, did they? They said President Trump and J.D. Vance had a quarrel, a fight, a showdown with President Zelensky. So what do you call that? You got men, individual men that are deciding what's getting ready to happen to a country. So no, what you just said right there is a perfect example. This is a fight between two people, a president and another president, about what's about to happen to those countries. So no, I disagree. You got to come with a better angle on that one. You used the wrong angle. And it's just so amazing to me that a lot of people have a lot of comments on stuff they have not done. Like, for example, it kills me when you try to have people who want to talk to me. Here I am in medicine, specialized in sports medicine, went to college off a full ride scholarship from doing sports, right? I got a big old giant fat man trying to tell me this is the proper way you need to get fit. Dude, I'm not going to listen to you. So it's amazing to me that a lot of y'all know how to run a country and do all these things. And y'all talking about how oh my God, especially some of y'all to try to say Elon Musk is stupid and he don't know how to manage money. And I mean, my God, you think I'm going to take my advice from your broke self and not Elon Musk or Donald Trump? Donald Trump was the president before, right? So I think he knows what he's doing with this. And here's the thing. Some of y'all are missing the message behind the whole ordeal when Trump is absolutely 100% putting us first. The minute I see that any of you want to have any pushback against anybody putting the American brothers and sisters first, you and I are going to have a hard time agreeing on anything. You and I will have a hard time agreeing on anything. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button right now. I really appreciate it if you would do that. Don't forget to double check to make sure that you still are subscribed to the channel. Janice said, that's my president, baby. Marcy said, I'm so proud of our president and vice president. That fool was disrespectful to America, especially since he came to beg again. Miss McGee says, we do not have international responsibilities. Get out of here with that nonsense. Woo! We were so shocked to see Musk making the Hitler. Oh, we ain't gonna fall for that. I got plenty of videos where Hillary Clinton, Kamala Harris, all of them did the same little tap on their chest and put their hand out, but y'all don't have nothing to say about that either. Nobody's gonna look. Y'all got to understand this. We seen behind the Wizard of Oz curtain. The American people is not falling for the stuff y'all coming up with. Y'all have called so much stuff racist this, racist that, phobic this, phobic that, phobia this, phobia that, dictator. Not y'all can call almost everybody and everything and every facet of all these things that when you do say that now, it has no weight no more. It has no weight. This dude is straight up lying, says Ryan Miller again. Here go Ryan Miller again with just making statements, but had nothing to substantiate why you're saying what you're saying. So Ryan, I at this point, I'll just be done with it with you, sir. I won't be reading off no more of your comments or nothing like that because that doesn't work. Just throwing stuff out just doesn't work. So let's see here. Don't forget again, guys, hit that thumbs up button. Let me see what's going on right here. America first. Louis said America first. Vance and the whole team are doing exactly what I voted for. They're doing exactly what 86% of us voted for county-wise. I like that our troops are protecting our borders instead of being gone in a third world country protecting their borders. Facts. Love that. We got the lowly one with the $10 super chat said, I guess Ryan needs a snowfall reference. Then we, the United States, have enough problems here at home, and you think it's wise to start a war with our partners and we have to pay for it? No. It's amazing, ain't it? It's amazing. The lowly one again, God bless you and appreciate that. Appreciate it very much. Look, I can be a reasonable person, and trust me, people that have been on my channel long enough will let you know if I am being wrong about something, I am not afraid to get up and say, guys, when I was talking about this, here's the thing. Usually when I say some things, I'll let you know. This is of my own opinion. This is of my own thinking. I can very well be wrong, and I can be ignorant to these things, but this is what I'm saying thus far of what I know. See, some of y'all, listen, a lot of things can be completely, easily simplified. You don't need no crazy, outstanding, crazy explanation. Listen here. I can make a deal with my neighbors. I can make a deal with my neighbors in all the different states I have a residence, right? I can make a deal. Matter of fact, like while I'm not in Florida, right? When I'm not in Florida, I have a deal with my neighbors. Hey, can you check on our house? Some of the ones that might be like mowing the grass for us and everything like that. Whenever those people that stay in one of my homes, whatever like that, if they give me rent, when they give me rent, I take a portion of that rent out. I give to my neighbors who's making sure that the grounds are kept. I give it to my neighbor who actually goes over there and collect the money for them. I give them a portion, right? That's what you do. Now, check this out. Should I decide that whatever happens in this agreement that we have, if my neighbor breaks the agreement, what do you think that means? What do you think that means? So what are you saying, Ty? Vladimir Putin did not break anything while Trump was there. It's no different than you guys. Come on now, look, it can be simplified. It's so simple. Any of you women in here that are married and you have a real husband, a real man, I'm talking about a real husband in the house, you know that if y'all have children, let's be honest, if you sat there and told your kids, if you let's think, as a father, I got an agreement with my sons, be good, obey your mom, you know the rules of my house. If you break the rules, you're going to be in trouble. What do you think happens if I'm away, my wife is having a hard time with the kids? When my wife goes, I'm getting ready to call your dad. Why do my kids get scared? Why? Huh? Why? Why do they get scared? And again, this is very simple. When did my kids break the rules? While I was home or while I was away? It's not that simple, Ty. It's very simple. It's that simple. Y'all just don't think that it is. So why am I saying that? Because Zelensky flat out said it. Zelensky represents the wife at home. Trump represents the father that was gone. While the father was gone, look what Vladimir Putin did. President Trump was not the president at that time. So what did Vladimir Putin do? He acted up just like your rebellious child. And the minute Trump gets back in there and try to get something done, look what you're doing. Trump wants to go in and take care of business. What is Zelensky doing? Well, it's going to be a very, very long time before we get the war. You don't want this to end. You don't want this to end. You don't want it to end. You don't want this to be over. You don't want there to be structure. You don't want your Ukrainians to stop dying. And then for Zelensky to actually make a statement one time saying that the Americans are going to have to come and help us and the American sons and daughters are going to have to die. What? What? You know what? Y'all not going to like this statement. It's completely fine. I hope Trump pulls out of NATO. Bro, pull out. Let's just keep it real. We are the most unique. Y'all don't even, that's why I know some of y'all don't get it. Some of y'all, maybe y'all come from backgrounds where y'all not able to, you need to come from so much of a bad, humble beginning that you can't even recognize and understand how much of a powerful nation we are, how strong we are, how smart we are, how innovative that we are. You really think that we need Ukraine? You really think that man, that's why, see, and a lot of y'all just have a hard time. You don't even understand discipline for one. So Trump gets back. Trump wasn't even the president yet, and Putin was already talking about ending it. Dude, listen to what I'm telling you. Putin, before Trump became president, President Putin was already talking about making arrangements to end the war and have peace. He was already saying he's ready to negotiate. Trump saying, I'm ready to negotiate. Trump brings Zelensky over there, who's the one, oh, we're so terrible. We're getting told, we're getting beat up. They're bullying. Trump. Had the deal right there on the table. Let's keep it real. Don't believe what I'm saying. You think I'm lying. Don't believe what I'm saying. Any of you in here that don't believe what I'm saying. The Democrats met with Zelensky before he went to Trump. He was literally coming over to the United States to go into the White House to have a nice cordial conversation and to sign off on the mineral deal with U.S. protections being there. But for some reason, the Democrats got a hold of him before that all happened. And all of a sudden, all of a sudden, Zelensky goes in there and has a whole different attitude. So don't tell me that they weren't able to get to him before he got there. Because again, the purpose of him going there was to sign the papers. It was supposed to be, let's talk a little bit. Ha ha ho ho. Let's get ready to make peace. Oh, the world, guys, let's do this thing. Let's shake hands. Let's sign it off right there. Let's show it to the American people and all this. And there's the deal. Let's get ready to get with Putin and da 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 da. We get ready to make this thing happen on the second phase. And all of a sudden, well, we don't know. They're not going to be guaranteed that the U.S. Come on, man. Come on. Again. You seen what happened when Daddy is home, Zelensky. Did Putin do any of that while I was the president? Trump is saying it. But what do y'all do? Y'all take that. You will take that and make it like Trump is Putin's puppet. Man, come on now. Come on now. Trump is Putin's puppet. Let's see. Miss Donna Brown said, that's because he thought because it was going to be in front of an audience, he could shame Trump into being kind to him. Exactly. Again, appreciate you guys all being there. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button. Helps the channel. All that good stuff. Really do appreciate it. Somebody said trunk is Putin's pumpkin. What? Matt said, how exactly did Europe fare during both wars? Oh yeah, we saved their butts. Exactly. Orbeez says that is straight up not true. Orbeez, I don't know what you're referring to. I don't know if you're saying what I just got done saying is not true, but it is 100. I'm not even going to respond because I don't know if you're saying that what I just said in regards. I don't know what you're talking about, so you got to be more specific on that. So I can't really address that. That $350 billion went to the military industrial complex and Dick Cheney. That's what 3 Chewy said. Thomas says, time to leave NATO. I'm tired of Euro elitists buying fuel from Russia versus USA. Enough is enough. Good point. My guy, the Deadwood, my brother from another mother, says Delitsky is an actor doing as told. WEF want World War III at any cost. If NATO is involved, US will be forced into defending them, which is why I hope that we pull out. Let them do it. Moose says, what's going on, big homie? Yonkers, New York. What's going on, man? Deadwood again says, most of the weapons we are sending them is being sold on the black market. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it, bro. I wouldn't. Let me see what someone else is saying in the live. I think Trump and JD should have been more tougher, says our pal. I mean, it's so amazing, man. You know what? This is what gets me. It's so amazing that a lot of people look at, I always say this, okay, for example, my wife is used to having her sisters, right? So I have sons, 2 sons. They're grown now. In fact, my youngest one is going to be 21 years old tomorrow. My youngest one is going to be 21 years old tomorrow. I have sons. Check this out. As my sons grew, y'all, my men that are in here right now, you know how it is when we talk about certain things, certain events and all that. When we go back and forth, we're like, okay, for example, let's just say the Super Bowl. We can sit there and just talk about the Super Bowl. Like, oh man, hey, Mahomes did a terrible job. Oh man, what you talking about? He was tired. We would go back and forth like that. There are women that will look at us and be like, oh my God, why are y'all so aggressive? Like, why are y'all being so, and we're looking at them like, huh? Because there's been times in my own household where me and my sons then will be talking about a certain thing, and because our voices are deeper and it carries, and it's louder, my wife will go, what's going on? And me and my sons look at my wife like, what? She's like, it sounds like y'all arguing. And we look at her like, we're not arguing. This is just dudes being dudes. So what I'm saying that for is that I can tell you right now, and I know some of y'all are not going to like this at all. Y'all are not going to like this. I can tell that some of y'all have not been around enough testosterone to love masculinity, be it male or female. Y'all have not, males and females, y'all have not been around that type of masculinity to where now when y'all see stuff like that for the past 4 years, y'all been freaking indoctrinated that when you see how Trump was and JD Vance was, you guys are saying that they were, you do realize that Zelensky was doing the same thing, right? That's what gets me. You do realize that Zelensky was literally doing the same thing back at them. Oh, excuse me. No. What are y'all talking about? Those were men. That's how men discuss things like I'm doing right now. You got, man, look at you. I'm not getting worked up. This is how we talk to each other. And we'll sit there and clap hands and give me a hug, boy, afterwards. But y'all have been so indoctrinated that y'all see men being men. Y'all, oh, look how they're bullying him. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. I can't believe they're doing that. I can't believe, look how they're talking to. Wait a minute. Go back and watch the video. Go and watch the entire video. If you don't watch the entire video, there's no sense in you commenting here talking about Trump and JD Vance bullied him. Because do y'all even know why JD Vance said he was being disrespectful in the Oval Office? You don't know why JD Vance said that, do you? Do you? I can tell you don't, because you didn't watch the whole video. Zelensky was literally throwing shots before Trump then started throwing shots back at him. Y'all didn't watch the whole video, though. He started the whole thing. Trump let Zelensky talk for a while. And when Trump started talking, you know how many times Zelensky cut him off? When Trump started saying we want peace, this is about peace, Zelensky started like, oh, rolling his eyes. Don't believe me, go back and watch the video, you idiots. Go watch the video. He was rolling his eyes and doing all this and shaking his head when every time Trump started talking about peace. Zelensky started getting uncomfortable, shaking his head. You can tell by the body language, that's not what he was there to hear. But again, Oh boy, some of y'all gonna be mad. Some of you beta males never seen real men have conversations like that where you see, that's a beautiful, do y'all not know that that's a beautiful thing? Do you not, have y'all not watched sports? Do you know why the NBA is starting to fail right now? Because they took a lot of the testosterone and masculinity out of the NBA. Do I have any 60s, 70s, 80s babies in here? Do I have any 60s, 70s, and 80s babies in here? Maybe 90s babies. Are any of y'all in here? While y'all answering that question, don't forget. Look, Jeffrey Isaac says, I love what you're getting ready to do right here after I show you this. Jeffrey Isaac said Trump don't like you. Trump don't. So how do I have a hat? I got a hat given to me by Trump, signed hat, huh? Trump don't like me. Trump don't like me. What does that say? From the Trump Vineyard, whatever like that. What is that? Is that the from the Trump Vineyard sent wine with the wine glasses? Trump don't what? Oh yeah, you didn't know I got invited to the White House, do you? You don't know anything about that, do you, huh? So guess what? Here's the thing. As an individual, he knows exactly who I am, right? But guess what Trump cares about? He don't just care about me as an individual. He cares about all of us as Americans. So whether you try to throw a little shade at me saying Trump don't like you, guess what? I don't care. I don't care. But I do know something that I do like about Trump, that he likes Americans and he wants to put us first. So, ooh, you got me with that one. Come on now. Again, I can't believe these are grown-ups in here. All right, so I'm glad some of you guys answered the questions. When some of you guys said that you are 70s babies, 80s babies, 70 babies, 60 babies in here, check this out. The reason why I'm saying this to you guys is this. Do you guys remember watching the NBA when, a foul was a foul? You know what I mean? You remember watching NBA when somebody do something with those men, they dunk and they no. Didn't that, y'all do know that you do. I don't care what any of y'all say. Y'all do know. That's why. Do y'all know that a lot of people loved the days of the Colosseum fights back in Rome? Do you know that right now that women love to see MMA fighting and stuff like that? Do you know that? Do you know that when back in the 80s days and all that, they had some rough players like the New York Knicks with John Stockton them. They was crazy. Isaiah Thomas them with the Detroit Pistons, rough, hitting each other. And we would love it. Yeah, they're out there getting it. I'm to my day. Woo, we loved it, right? You know why the NBA is failing today? Because a lot of this Gen Z crazy soft bull crap got in the NBA. You can't even talk trash in the NBA no more. You can't even stare at y'all remember the stare down? You dunk with somebody and you look at them. Technical foul. Staring at the opponent to intimidate him. What? So what am I saying that for? We have allowed a lot of this nonsense to infiltrate our system to where when you do see men just being men, oh, they're bullying him. Oh, look at him. They're bullying him. Look how they were talking to Zelensky. Bro, y'all always say, if you poke the, if you poke the, pick which animal you want to. You mess with the bull, you get what? What y'all say? You say if you mess with the bull, you get the horns. You guys say, if you play with fire like this, you're gonna get burned. You guys say, don't poke the bear. You guys say, you woke a sleeping giant. You did that. Go back for the sake of your own ignorance to this interview, to this meeting. I urge every last one of you guys that didn't see the whole thing, go back and watch the video and you will see. Hold on. I just got a message. Oh, from the producers of Megyn Kelly. Okay. I'll try to pull it up. Someone said pull up. I just got something from one of Megyn Kelly's producers saying pull up Megyn Kelly's. Let's see. Megyn Kelly.
Two questions that the old media never asked.
What'd you think?
Let's see. Okay. I'm going to see if I can share this with you guys on here. And let me do something real quick here.
And ready to help you pack, store, and ship everything. And you can count on Granger to deliver your boxes fast. Count on Granger for boxes. Call or click Granger.com/boxes today.
I need to see what this looks like. Skip.
It had the feelings that at times.
Can you guys hear this?
An ambush. It seemed.
And we would like all of you to fully understand what took place in total. This thing lasted 49 minutes. President Trump started the meeting complimenting President Zelensky and the Ukrainian soldiers.
Uh-oh.
Your soldiers have been unbelievably brave. We've given them great.
I hope y'all all can hear this.
Somebody has to use the equipment. They've been unbelievably brave. This was supposed to be over very quickly, and here we are 3 years later. So I give tremendous credit to your generals and your soldiers and yourself.
Very gracious of the president. He told Mr. Zelensky it was an honor to have him in the Oval Office. Trump's doing the right thing there. He's glad-handing, he's paying him compliments, he's showing him respect. Mr. Zelensky, in return, thanked President Trump for the invitation and said he hoped the minerals deal would be the first step to real security guarantees. He then took out a series of photos to show President Trump.
Uh-oh.
Ukrainian prisoners of war.
I hope all you guys can hear this.
It was Mr. Zelensky's way of saying to President Trump, this is who you are dealing with. President Trump looked at the photos, expressed sympathy, and said that's why we need this war to end. Contrary to what critics will have you believe, it was President Zelensky who publicly challenged President Trump.
I told y'all.
In his face.
Thank you.
First, several times, in fact.
I hope y'all can hear this.
In front of the cameras. Mr. Trump repeatedly kept his cool. Mr. Zelensky openly disagreed with the president when talking about Europe's contributions to the war. Watch.
Europe really helped. President Trump said that they made less support, but they are our friends and they are our very supportive partners. They really gave a lot, Mr. President.
Thank you, Georgie.
Really, they did.
They gave a lot, but they gave much less.
No.
Much less.
No. No.
No. Okay.
You can see they had a little disagreement. For the listening audience, they both leaned in on their point, and Trump sort of jokingly, warmly, in a friendly manner, kind of touched Zelensky's arm, like, oh, I kind of agree to disagree. It was good. It was a nice moment. They laughed it off and they kept going. A few minutes later, President Zelensky again publicly challenged Mr. Trump over his assertion that Russian President Vladimir Putin never broke a deal with Ukraine during Trump's first term.
Did I not just say this, guys?
Broken ceasefire.
But he never broke to me. He never broke to me.
No, you were the president.
He
You were
never
the
broke-
president
he
during.
never broke to me.
In 2016, you've been the president, Mr. President. You've been the president, but he had, of course, not with you, but he had during those periods, he had conversations with our side. And we had Normandy format, the France, Germany, Ukraine, and Russia. And he broken 25 times. That's why we will never accept just ceasefire. It will not work without security guarantees.
He said you would never accept ceasefire. See, that's crazy without security guarantee. I tell y'all this earlier. Wait, hold on, let me keep going.
Security guarantees, maybe President is right about this document and other, but this document is not enough.
Wow.
President Zelensky spoke for several minutes on this topic, making his case for why he does not trust President Putin. President Trump did not interrupt him once. It happened one more time before the big blow up. And let's be honest, every diplomat knows there is risk in doing this to another world leader. And in particular, if that leader is Donald Trump. He does not like to be confronted in this manner, and that's completely acceptable and normal. Look at how Benjamin Netanyahu handled the time with Joe Biden. You don't think he wanted to punch Joe Biden in the face many times when he came to visit the White House over what he was saying? But he handled himself with charm, with respect, with dignity, and never openly antagonized the guy from whom he was asking so much. Okay, so Zelensky went at it again, having already gotten away with this a couple of times. He decided to press his luck. This time, he even went so far as to accuse President Trump of getting his information in the form of propaganda directly from President Putin.
A lot of cities have been destroyed. A lot of cities that are not recognizable. There's not a building standing.
No, no.
And a lot of
things
have
Mr. President, you have to come and to look. No, no, no. We have very good
See-
cities. Yes.
Wait, guys. So y'all see what I'm saying? You see how he cut Trump off? You see how he cut him off?
not recognizable. There's not a building standing.
No, no.
And a lot of
things
have
Mr. President, you have to come and to look. No, no, no. We have very good cities. Yes, a lot of.
That's not what he said.
But mostly cities alive. Ukraine is fighting and Ukraine lives. This is very important. And maybe it's Putin is sharing this information that he destroyed us.
Ooh, you heard he just said? He said that he made it like Trump is getting his information from Putin. Did y'all catch that?
He is sharing this information that he destroyed us. Ukraine is fighting and Ukraine lives. This is very important. And maybe it's Putin is sharing this information that he destroyed us.
Wow.
What's that? So he interrupts President Trump as he's speaking and then says he's wrong, only to then admit that Trump is right. There has been a lot of destruction, but there are cities that are still intact. Well, Trump didn't dispute that.
Exactly.
What's he doing? He's poking the bear over and over. Why would you do that to somebody whose support you must have, you desperately need? Why was he in there antagonizing Trump? I mean, in particular, this would be antagonistic to any of us, but in particular to President Trump, and he knows that, as do all world leaders. It is what it is. Deal with it. But once again, President Trump let the comment slide. He was staying above it. He did not engage, though he was being directly challenged publicly. President Trump even said at one point, quote, "We haven't committed, but could conceivably," end quote, commit U.S. troops to Ukraine after a peace deal is reached. That was a huge moment and could have been a huge win for President Zelensky to take home, because Trump has said exactly the opposite thus far, but he did not take the W. Aside from his vocal criticism and interruptions and challenges of President Trump before the open argument that we all saw, Mr. Zelensky's body language also caught the attention of many observers. When President Trump was talking about not wanting any more death on either side, Mr. Zelensky raised his eyebrows and sighed.
We have tremendous death taking place as we speak, and I don't want to have that. You know, think of the parents, whether they're in Russia or Ukraine, think of the parents of all these people being killed needlessly.
They came to our territory.
Let me pause for 1 second here. Guys, I just pinned a comment in I'm going to pin a comment in the live with the vertical. Whoever Jack One Uptone is, I just left a link for you. You can click on that link and you can come on here. You can openly, publicly talk about this whole thing that you keep on saying. You can do it right. Don't be a keyboard warrior. Get on here, click that link I just sent you, and you can get on here and everybody can see me and you talk about this. All right, let's continue on.
Should have never started. This would have, if I were president, this would have never started.
He also shook his head, shrugged, sighed, and rolled his eyes several more times while President Trump was making his points. Watch.
I don't think you're going to need much security. I think once this deal gets done, it's over. Russia's not going to want to go back, and nobody's going to want to go back.
And who would protect
Shaking
those
his head.
minerals if they are U.S. interests? Would that be Ukrainian
They'll be
forces?
protected.
European
The agreement
forces?
will protect them.
U.S.
The
forces?
agreement, yeah, we're signing an agreement. You
Right,
know?
but what if
Raise
Russia tries
eyebrows.
to invade or there's Russian aggression in those spots?
I just told you, I don't think that's going to happen. And if that were going to happen, I wouldn't make a deal. If I thought that was going to happen, I wouldn't
Head
make
shake
a deal.
sigh.
Look, we're about to run into a commercial here, and I'm going to pause and try to find some way to get around it. And while I'm doing that, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button right now. Double click if you're on the computer. I mean, if you're on your phone, double click your screen right now, and it will give the video a thumbs up. So make sure you do that.
Okay. If you don't think there's been other world leaders in the Oval with this president or others who wanted to shake their heads no while our president was making a point, they didn't agree at all, who wanted to say they attacked us. You don't think Netanyahu would have liked to have said that to Biden? They attacked us. They attacked us
Thank
in the
you.
middle of his remarks, yes. But there's a diplomatic way of handling this. And instead, the left would just like to blame Donald Trump. They don't want to acknowledge any of these minor and then cumulative, serious provocations and antagonistic behaviors. These were just the gestures that we saw when Zelensky was on camera. We didn't see the whole, we didn't see anything that happened when he was off cam.
Mm-hmm.
There very well may have been more that Vice President Vance and other officials in that room witnessed.
Let me see what else we might show.
And when the big blow up happened, Mr. Zelensky also addressed in that critical moment as the tension was building Vice President Vance using only his first name, saying, "What kind of diplomacy, JD, are you speaking about?" It was an informality that could be used in a warmer moment, like JD and I had lunch and really made a lot of progress. That wouldn't be totally out of line. But in a moment that is tense and in which you can feel there's an argumentative dynamic, you don't.
So if you don't understand what she's saying right now is that President Zelensky, what he should have said is, "Oh, excuse me, Vice President Vance," but what he's going to say JD. So what they're pretty much saying is that comes off as being like a little rude.
Don't address the sitting American vice president as JD. It felt disrespectful to a lot of Americans. And then came the moment seen around the world.
What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but
Boom. Okay, now go ahead and read it. I know you guys are seeing this right now, but I want to go ahead and address another comment that was just made in here a minute ago. Where, let me see, I'm trying to find you in here. It's kind of hard to do when you're doing this little live part like I'm doing right now. Someone made a comment and said, "Why won't Trump address, or why won't Trump?" Let's see. I don't know where the comment went, but someone made a comment and said, "Why won't Trump admit that Vladimir invaded? Why did Vladimir invade? Why won't Trump acknowledge that Vladimir Putin invaded Ukraine?" I'm sitting there like, are we looking at the same thing? Because if Trump won't acknowledge that, why did Trump say that Vladimir Putin invaded, but when he did it, I wasn't the president? So Trump literally acknowledged that he invaded. That don't make sense. Okay, let's keep going.
But if you are
Mr.
not
President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
And that right there is what set it off. When he made it seem like we're going to feel something in the future, like war is going to come to us. And that's what set Trump off right there.
God bless. You will
Don't,
not
you
have
gotta,
war.
don't tell us what we're gonna feel.
No
You're in
dictate.
no position to dictate what we're gonna feel. We're gonna feel very
You will
good.
feel influence.
We're gonna feel very
I'm
good and
telling
very
you,
strong.
You will feel influence.
Now look what he said. He said, "You're going to feel influence. I'm telling you, you're going to feel it." What are you saying right now, dude? Like, what are you trying to say? Some of y'all don't get that. I'm like, no, see, what are you trying to say by saying we're going to feel the influence? What are you saying, sir?
Now, not in a very good position.
You think-
You're gambling with World War III.
What you're
You're
thinking
gambling
about?
with
What you're
World
thinking
War
about?
III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country.
Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, Trump said what you are doing is disrespectful to this country. That is us. And the only thing y'all can think about, they did so mean. This dude is disrespecting us in our home. And Trump is being so mean to him. Trump, y'all crazy. Y'all probably let people come up to your house what they want to in your house, don't you?
Country.
I'm
It's
with
back
all
to you.
respect to you.
Far more than a lot of people said
wearing
they
respect.
should have.
Have you said thank you once?
A lot of times.
No, in this
Even
entire meeting,
today.
you said thank
Even
you.
And right there, I want y'all to listen to something too, because this is what a lot of y'all fake folks doing left-wing media do. You said JD Vance said he's never apologized. And JD Vance says that Zelensky has never thanked us. And we got videos of Zelensky thanking people all the time. No, JD Vance said never once have you thanked us since you've been here. And this, listen.
times.
No, in this
Even
entire
today.
meeting, you said thank
Even
you.
today.
He said in this meeting.
They should have.
Have you said thank you once?
Have you said thank you once?
No, in this
Even
entire meeting,
today,
you said thank
even
you.
today.
You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
We are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
You haven't
in
been
this
alone.
cabinet,
You
and
haven't
not
been
only
alone.
in this
We
cabinet.
gave you, through
I
this
said
stupid president, $350 billion.
You
We
voted
gave
for
you
your
military equipment.
You
And you
voted
men
for
are
your
brave,
president.
but they had to use our military.
What about
If
president?
you didn't have
You
our
invited
military
me.
equipment,
You invited
if
me
you
to
didn't
speak.
have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3
okay?
days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days, this is something
Maybe
new.
less.
In 2 weeks, of course, yes.
It's gonna be a very hard thing to do business. That was with Obama, who gave you sheets, and I gave you javelins.
Yes.
I gave you the javelins to take out all those tanks. Obama gave you sheets. In fact, the statement is, Obama gave sheets and Trump gave javelins. You gotta be more thankful, because let me tell you, you don't have the cards. With us, you have the cards, but without us, you don't have any cards.
Ladies and gentlemen, I can go on and show more of this, but make sure y'all give Kelly go check out Megyn Kelly's go check Megyn Kelly out, and y'all can go see the rest of this interview right here. But I'm glad that the producer got a hold of me and told me to check out the beginning, because it did show us the beginning of the video, and you saw how he actually was, like I told y'all, poking the bear. This dude said we gonna feel it. What do you call it? What do you that's what I'm saying? Me, man, I'm just, maybe it's just because of my streetness, whatever. What do you mean I'm gonna feel it? You're going to feel it on your shores, and you're going to feel it. And Trump, like, you don't know. What you mean? You don't know what we're going to feel. Yeah, you're going to feel that is crazy. So anyway, guys, I just proved my point right here. And although there may be some of you in here that completely disagree with a lot of stuff that's going on here, that's completely fine. You can disagree all you want to. I gave the opportunity for folks that were making statements in there about how Trump is a racist, Trump is this. You know what you're talking about. I gave you guys a link to where you can click on and get up here and let the whole nation and people from other countries see you and I talk about this, but you won't do it because it's easy to stay behind and be a keyboard warrior. If anything, from the way I'm looking at this, a lot of y'all are just paid off you paid to be trolls, whatever like that. You paid to go in here and cause controversy. But as y'all can see, your boy, I stay on point with stuff. I stay at the subject. I cannot be derailed easily, and that's exactly what we did. So guys, I just proved my point right there. As we can see, people just like to make statements and then run away to mommy or something like that, stay behind being keyboard warriors, and don't want to get up and actually have a real conversation because they are scared, plain and simple. So folks, with that being said, y'all know how I do things here. I'm getting ready to end it. And again, hit that thumbs up button for y'all get out of here. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man. And I hope and pray that every last one of you guys have food. Look, my head is cut off. That you guys have food, shelter, and clothing. Most of all, praying every last one of you guys in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus. Bless you all. Bless, bless, bless. Even the ones in here right now. God bless y'all all. Y'all have a good night, folks. We'll see y'all next time.